This video is going to be about FOD management in Munich Airport, as well as how they prevent bird strikes, along with how they manage their wildlife. Now, foreign object debris comes from things that do not belong on an airport runway. They can severely injure airport or air carrier personnel or damage equipment, and even cause potential damage to aircraft at critical phases of flight, which can lead to loss of life. Now, FOD can come from many sources, including the people that work there, airport infrastructure like lights and signs, or wildlife, and even from airport vehicles and equipment. Now, FOD usually comes in the form of dark-colored items as they blend into the environment. So this would be things like aircraft engine fasteners, aircraft parts, or even tools. So what can we do to prevent FOD from damaging planes? Now, I'm going to introduce to you this program called DERP. Now I'm going to talk about DERP. It stands for Detection, Evaluation, Removal, and Prevention. Now for detection, it usually means manual inspections and the use of detection equipment to look out for potential FOD hazards. Next, evaluation is the data collection and analysis, looking for trends in where the FOD come from, what the FOD is, and analyzing it such that we can find the source for where this FOD come from and make continuous improvements to prevent further FOD from appearing at the runway. As for R, it's removal, which is what it means, and P, prevention, which is the awareness, which is raising awareness for FOD, training and education, and proper maintenance of the runway. So, how does Munich do it? They adopt a clean-as-you-go attitude to ensure that there are lesser incidents. Now, Munich Airport adopts several methods for their FOD removal. There are 5 of them. Number 1 would be using power sweepers to remove FOD from cracks and pavements. Number 2 would be vacuum systems. Number 3 would be jet air blowers to redirect the debris to another place. Of course, for this one point, you need to ensure that the FOD does not just get redirected to another runway. So there will be a need to collect all the FOD when you use jet air blowers. Number 4 would be magnetic bars attached to vehicles to attract metallic debris. And number 5 would be using rumble strips used to dislodge FOD from vehicles that drive over them. They are usually attached to tires, but they are usually not popular. Now, on the side of wildlife management, Munich Airport controls birds by specially trained personnel called the Flughäfen München GmbH. For the ease of narration, we just call them the birdmen. They use vehicles to horn at animals deemed to be a safety concern, and patrols sometimes use pyroacoustics to startle animals, which is just a fancy term for using flare guns and loud noises and flashy things to scare off wildlife. Now, Munich Airport also has a sophisticated biotope management, which is just a very complicated way of saying they put in effort to make sure that the airport environment is properly maintained and does not attract wildlife. Now, where bird strikes are concerned at Munich Airport is relatively low compared to other airports. This is because we adopt biotope management to prevent bird strike and support the protection of birds. Although Munich Airport is inside a special protected area, flight safety is always the #1 priority. Munich Airport takes a number of measures to guarantee safe and correct airport operations and to keep animals that are relevant to flight safety at a distance. For example, specially trained employees closely monitor air operating areas. Above all, Munich Airport relies on a special biotope management to prevent bird strike. This means that the airport meadows are generally only mowed twice because mowing would attract heavy species of birds and flock of birds. Thin vegetation cover on meadows is good for ground and meadow nesting birds when breeding and searching for food. The main cut in the summer takes place outside of the breeding season from the 15th of July onwards, and to protect the birds that are still too young to fly. A further measure to prevent bird strike is a special soil structure, especially on the runways, to keep potential animals such as mice that are predated on by birds away from the airport fields. The meadow nesting birds prefer this soil structure because it's excellent when searching for food. So to conclude, all this is how Munich Airport manages their wildlife as well as their FOD. Thank you for listening.